And that was Kellyanne Brandt there with I'm a Big Girl Now. And, of course, from Darren and myself and, of course, all our listeners too, we'd like to send out our biggest sympathies goes out to Kellyanne, who suddenly lost her mum this week, which was
very
something.
sad.
Yeah, it was a sudden loss. So everything, when you lose someone, it's very sad to start with. When it's sudden like that, yeah. So her heart does go out to Kellyanne and her family at this stage. But, yeah, so there we go. It's a nice song there. I'm a big girl now. So but she's got a lot on her shoulders at the moment. Well, talking about a lot on their shoulders, this is a gentleman that we haven't heard really from. Back in 2010, we put an album out, Australian Sons, and 4 years later, we're back, the brand new album, and he's riding free. I'm talking about Doug McIntyre, and he joins us right now. Doug, how's the moon?
G'day, Tracy. It is absolutely awesome. I'm on the road between Griffith and Temora, somewhere actually between Ardlethan and Temora, and it's just fantastic. The moon is just huge and bright and beautiful.
No one really appreciates the moon until you get out bush, eh? Get away from the lights. Yeah.
That's right. And the beautiful backdrop, you know, the cypress pines, the native cypress pines, and the green paddocks and the colour of the sky. It's just awesome.
Sounds like a song, I was going to say.
Yeah, you could write a song about the moon.
See, if that's not inspirational enough,
well,
out there where you are right now, come on.
Funnily enough, on that album that you referred to, Tracy, my last album, there's a song. I've got a bit of an obsession with the moon. And on the last album, there's a song, Yellow Moon. And I wrote that one night, not unlike this, returning from a gig out at Robertson in the Southern Highlands, and the moon was yellow, and I was just inspired to write that song. But that's the last album.
Well, now the next album will have to have about the orange moon.
Yeah.
Be beautiful. So, Doug, it's congratulations on the album and all songs penned by yourself. So, yeah, would you consider yourself a prolific songwriter?
Yeah, I'm always... my mainstay of what I do is my songwriting, you know. There's no greater joy than to write and perform songs for the people you're writing them for. That's the mainstay of what I do. And, you know, there are some country favourites and pop and rock covers, for that matter, that I like to put my own stamp on. But people that have come to the shows know that, you know, it's the songwriting thing that's dear to me.
So Doug, just so our listeners get to know a little bit more about Doug McIntyre, when you're in the process of writing, is this something that just comes to you, or is it a chore? Do you have to sit down and go, right, today's songwriting day, or how does it flow?
Well, it's got to flow naturally, and there's usually a fair bit of emotion involved and enthusiasm. Well, I've never treated it like clockwork.
And I think having a look through, which is something that I recommend to everybody. Look, iTunes is fantastic if you want to quickly grab it now, but make sure you get out and grab the album, because inside the albums you learn out like who the producers are, your writers, your singers, all that sort of stuff. But you also, in this one, we have all the lyrics, and it's just something that if you quickly flick through, and I think what you're saying with your songwriting, that it has to be truthful and to yourself. It tells a story straight up. If you just read the first line of each of your songs here, that you are a fair dinkum Aussie, and you love your bush, because we're sort of going through like born and bred out in the bush, Australia Day, g'day mate, the red roos will catch in the first rays of light. So it's very, very
Australian.
Well, it is very Australian, yeah.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate.
Well, look, I'm unashamedly Australian, and I've always believed in singing about songs and keeping it up-tempo, keeping it fresh and relevant. And I really love to use all the different styles within country, you know, and for a lot of the songs I draw on pop and rock rhythms.
Well, folks, here's your opportunity to hear Riding Free for free right now. And if you like what you hear, jump on, support another Australian artist giving a crack out. Doug McIntyre, thanks for your time tonight. Good luck with the album, and we hope to catch up soon.